Caitlyn, they said on the broadcast tonight that you were not going to play overseas. You were going to take some time. Can you just tell us a little bit more about that decision?
Did you hear? The bombshell. Caitlyn Clark just dropped everyone thought she was off to Europe, but she's staying in the US with a game-changing plan. And it's not just about basketball, it's about redefining success at the top of her game. If you thought dominating overseas was big, wait until you see what she has in store. You might be thinking, Clark's avoiding Europe to dodge tough competition. But here's where it gets interesting when Caitlyn Clark announced she wasn't heading overseas for the off-season. It sent shockwaves through the basketball world. You snitching on.
I was focused on beating the Connecticut Sun. I haven't thought too far down the line. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to do the next day. So maybe play some golf.
And analysts were scratching their heads, trying to figure out what was really going on. I mean, this is Caitlyn Clark we're talking about, the sharpshooter, who's been breaking records left and right. Why would she pass up the chance to dominate on the international stage? Well, let's be honest. She doesn't need them.
Absolutely needs her to play in it. More than she needs to play in it, right? She's got no reason to play in it if you want to know the absolute truth.
Well, let me tell you, the rumor. Mill went into overdrive. Everyone had a theory, and some of them were wild. Some folks were saying Clark was scared of facing tougher competition. Others thought she might be nursing a secret injury. There were even whispers that she was holding out for a bigger payday. Well, maybe she is the center of attention and can do whatever she wants.
So it really depends on how Caitlyn decides to decides not to wield her power. She certainly has a tremendous amount of power, with the fan base that she's, she has following her.
Now, you're probably wondering about the money, right? I mean, we've all heard about those lucrative European contracts that can turn good players into millionaires overnight. So is Clark really turning down millions to stay home? Well, buckle up, because this is where things get really interesting.
Caitlyn Clark doesn't need any money. She has plenty of endorsement deals. I think she is totally fine.
Let's break down the financials. And trust me, you're going to want to pay attention to this. Clark's not just any rookie. She's got an absolutely mind-blowing deal with Nike. We're talking about an 8-year contract, worth a whopping $28 million. Most WNBA players can only dream of that kind of security.
The deal is the richest sponsorship contract for a women's basketball player. She deserves it!
But wait, there's more. Clark's not just raking it in from Nike. She's got endorsement deals with other big names, like Gatorade and State Farm. Suddenly, those European contracts don't look quite so tempting, do they?
The silver lining in all of this is that now these WNBA players and even college players are becoming celebrities in their own right, and they are gaining so many brand deals, endorsement deals. They are able to invest in different things, and they are making millions of dollars off the court.
But here's the kicker. Clark's decision isn't just about the money. There's something bigger at play here, something that nobody saw coming. The WNBA has been working hard to keep its stars on home soil. During the off-season, they're pushing this idea that players can grow and develop right here in the US without having to jet off to Europe or Asia. And Clark, she's buying into it big time.
I feel like there's been so many amazing moments, but it's the moments that none of you see that I enjoy the most. It's not the basketball, it's the people that I get to spend it with, whether it's my family, whether it's my teammates.
What's the real reason Caitlyn Clark's not playing overseas? It's not about dodging competition or chasing the biggest paycheck. It's about focusing on her development, right? Here at home. It's about building her brand, connecting with fans, and maybe, just maybe, changing the game. For future WNBA stars, Clark's making a statement that you don't need to run yourself ragged year-round to be at the top of your game. But don't think for a second that Clark's taking it easy. Oh no, her off-season plans are raising eyebrows all over the place. You won't believe what she's been up to when she's not on the court. Forget practice courts and weight rooms. Caitlyn Clark spending her off-season in a place you'd never expect. And get this, it might just be the key to taking her game to a whole new level. Are you ready to see how Clark's shocking everyone when you think of a WNBA star's off-season? What comes to mind? Intense training sessions, hitting the weights, and maybe some pickup games, right? Well, Caitlyn Clark's flipping the script, and it's got everyone talking instead of grinding it out in a gym. 247, Clark's been spotted on the golf course. That's right, folks. While everyone thought she'd be working on her jump shot, Clark's been perfecting her golf swing. Her social media has been blowing up with PCAs of her, teeing off with friends and soaking up the sun at local events. It's a far cry from what we expected, and it's raising eyebrows all over the sports world. In fact, during a recent interview, she said this.
I'm gonna try to play more golf, honestly, over the break. I haven't been out there yet this year, so I got new clubs that I need to break in and see how they swing. So hopefully get out there later this week, honestly.
But here's where it gets really interesting. Clark's not just dabbling in golf. She's going
off-season. The WNBA Rookie of the Year set to compete in a Pro-Am golf event next month. The Indiana Fever superstar will appear at the Annika, which is the next to last tournament on the LPGA Tour from November 11th through the 17th. She will also play in the Pro-Am event on November 13th.
We're talking about Pro-Am events. People she's even set to tee off at an LPGA Pro-Am hosted by none other than golf legend Annika Sorenstam. Can you believe it? Our basketball superstar is rubbing elbows with the elite of the golfing world. Now you might be thinking, what's golf got to do with basketball? Well, hold on to your hats, because this is where Clark's genius starts to show. She's not just hitting the links for fun, she sees it as a secret weapon for her basketball game. Clark believes that the mental challenges of golf, staying focused, bouncing back from bad shots, are like a training ground for her mind on the court. But it's not just Clark who thinks this unconventional approach might pay off. Sports science experts are backing her up, saying that this balance of leisure activities could be exactly what she needs to maintain peak performance. It's all about that rest and recovery, folks. These experts are suggesting that Clark's chill time on the golf course might be just as valuable as ours in the gym.
Help this franchise get even better, help my teammates get even better, be better for my teammates, and I know there's a lot of room for me to continue to improve, so that's what excites me the most. I feel like I can continue to get a lot better, and before we know it, I'm sure we'll all be back here and ready for the next year.
And get this, Clark's golf game isn't just about personal development. She's turning it into a team-building exercise that's right. She's been hitting the links with her teammates, bonding over bogeys and birdies. It's like she's found a way to work on team chemistry without even touching a basketball. Talk about thinking outside the box. But let's be real for a second. Clark's approach is definitely not the norm. It's challenging everything we thought we knew about how WNBA stars should spend their off-season, while other players are jetting off to Europe or Asia for more court time. Clark staying put, focusing on community involvement,
Clark making an appearance as part of the Caitlyn Clark Foundation Back to School Backpacks Initiative. Over 350 DMPS students received a sweet Nike backpack filled with school supplies and a water bottle. Caitlyn's foundation is designed around improving the lives of youth through education, nutrition, and sport.
So, how exactly is Clark shocking everyone with her off-season plans? She's proving that there's more than one way to stay at the top of your game by mixing things up with golf. She's working on her mental toughness, building stronger connections with her teammates, and giving her body the rest. It needs to come back stronger than ever.
Like, that's all really cool, but at the end of the day, like, it's the people and the relationships and the memories outside of that. And if it's not for you as a professional athlete, like, feel like you're doing it wrong. I mean, yeah, championships are great, but, you know, hopefully we have a few of those, but if you want to have really good relationships with people at the end of the day. So I feel like it's all of that, and you can't put your finger on just one thing.
But don't think for a second that Clark's taking it easy. This unconventional approach comes with its own set of challenges as she steps into her second WNBA season. The pressure is mounting, everyone's watching, wondering if her unique strategy will pay off on the court. And trust me, the expectations are sky-high hold-up. Did you catch that? While everyone's busy talking about Clark's golf game, they're missing the real story. There's a battle going on that could make or break her career here. And it's happening right under our noses. Want to know what Clark's really up against? Let's talk about the elephant in the room. The intense pressure Caitlyn Clark faces heading into her second WNBA season. After a stellar college career, she went straight into the pros. And now all eyes are on her.
It's definitely different for me. I feel like basketball has really consumed my life for a year, so I feel like it'll be good for me to kind of reflect back on everything that's happened. Like, I feel like I didn't even have time to really reflect on my college career because it ended so fast. And then I came here and was trying to give everything I could to this team and kind of move on and put all that behind me and help this team, you know, get back to the playoffs. So I feel like taking some time to myself and really enjoying that and reflecting back.
But here's where it gets tricky. Clark's not just battling opponents on the court. Anymore, she's fighting a whole new game off the court. And it's a doozy. Social media has been blowing up with every move she makes. 1 minute fans are singing her praises the next. They're picking apart her every decision. Remember those rumors about her playing overseas? That wasn't just idle gossip. It was a full-on media frenzy that had Clark in the spotlight. 24/7. Now, you might be thinking, come on, she's living the dream. But let me tell you, this kind of attention can mess with your head. Sports psychologists are saying that young stars like Clark are dealing with mental health challenges we've never seen before. It's not just about staying in shape anymore, it's about keeping your mind right. When the whole world's watching your every move.
It had to be an adjustment over the course of coming from, you know, the college level to the professional level. Like, you're playing, you know, game, day off game. Like, you got to really take care of your body and prioritize that, and nobody's here to babysit you. Like, you're a professional. Like, this is your job. Like, you better figure it out and do it yourself.
In her own words, Clark says, I try to give people time if I have it, and it can be hard, but I feel very thankful. Can you believe that? Despite all the pressure, she still makes time for her family and boyfriend. That kind of attitude is what's helping her navigate the whirlwind of stardom with grace. But here's the real secret weapon in Clark's arsenal, her family. While everyone else is caught up in the glitz and glamour, Clark's been making time to visit her loved ones back in Iowa. It's like she's got this invisible shield protecting her. From all the noise these family visits, they're not just downtime. They're Clark's way of recharging, of remembering who she is, beyond all the hype.
The Hawkeyes All-American came back to Dowling Catholic on Tuesday to make an appearance at her old high school's basketball camp. She also came back last year to help out Coach Kristen Meyer.
So how's Clark handling the pressure of being a basketball superstar? She's rewriting the playbook. Folks, she's showing us that it's not just about what happens on the court. It's about building a life that can handle the spotlight. It's about finding ways to stay true to yourself when the whole world's trying to tell you who to be. But just when you think you've got Clark figured out, she throws another curveball, because amidst all this pressure and expectation, she's found an unexpected way to recharge, and trust me, it's not what you're thinking. Clark's not just dominating on the basketball court anymore, she's swinging into a whole new arena, and it's raising some serious eyebrows. Is this unexpected passion the key to unlocking even more of Clark's potential? Or could it be the distraction that derails her meteoric rise? You've probably seen the photos flooding social media. Caitlyn Clark, WNBA superstar, teeing off with a big smile on her face. That's right, folks, Clark's got golf fever. And it's not just a casual hobby. She's been spotted hitting the links with teammates like Lexi Hull, turning what could have been a solo pursuit into a team-building exercise. Talk about killing two birds with one stone.
Pretty good. Wow.
Caitlyn Clark's off-season choices are rewriting the WNBA playbook. She's no longer just a basketball phenom. She's redefining what it means to be a star athlete by embracing golf, prioritizing mental toughness and focusing on team spirit and fun. Clark is showing us there's more than one way to stay at the top of your applause essay. As she gears up for her second WNBA season, Clark's unconventional approach has everyone talking. Will her golf game translate to better performance on the court? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, Clark's not afraid to blaze her own trail. She's grateful for the support she's received, saying, "I'm filled with gratitude as I reflect on this past year of my life." See you all in year 2. With a new season on the horizon. All eyes are on Clark. Will her unique strategy pay off? Basketball. Fans can't wait to find out. One thing's certain. Caitlyn Clark is changing the game, both on and off the court.